Hey, welcome back to Reads and Reviews. I want to tell y'all about a few shows that I've watched recently that I really enjoyed. Three different types of shows. First up, All Her Fault on Peacock. It's about a wealthy working mother who experiences a nightmare when she goes to pick up her 5-year-old son Milo from a play date only to discover he is missing and no play date was ever scheduled. Look, when my girls were little, there would be no way they would go with someone I barely knew. They hardly went with people I did know. But anyway, if you haven't seen the show All Her Fault, you should. Next, The Abandons. It's playing on Netflix. Gillian Anderson, you may know her from The X-Files, and Lena Headey. I've never seen her in anything else. But they head up the cast in this captivating Western drama series about a pair of very different iron-willed matriarchs in the Washington Territory around the year 1854. Anderson plays the head of the Van Ness clan, a dynasty of wealth and power. Hetty is her opposite. She's the leader of an impoverished group of orphans and outsiders. Naturally, the two are on a collision course from the get-go in a story involving passion, betrayal, greed, and secrets. I recommend it. You like Westerns? Then giddy up. Now, this is the Christmas season, and I don't know about you, but I always feel especially close to God this time of the year. I'm so thankful for the gift of His Son, Jesus. The last show I want to tell you about is Kevin Costner Presents The First Christmas. You can find it on Hulu. This show blends dramatic reenactments of Mary and Joseph's journey with Kevin Costner as the narrator and commentary from Christian scholars who unpack the historical and spiritual context behind the story. Kevin Costner has said he wanted to get below the surface of a story that can feel overly familiar and remind viewers that these were real people. Actually, they were teenagers in dangerous circumstances, not just stained glass figures. It stays closely aligned with the stories we've all learned in the Bible while filling in some gaps with informed historical detail, such as Bethlehem was a very poor town. So poor, there were probably no inns to turn Mary and Joseph away. Joseph was actually visiting his family, so most likely he and Mary were staying with them, which made it more likely that Christ was born in a separate part of his family's home, more like a cave. It shows that it wasn't just a shepherd boy, but a lot of shepherds to seek out the child. It shows how long it took the Magi, the three kings, to get to the child king. Also, they didn't travel alone. Remember, they were kings, and they traveled with their entourage. It shows how crazy and evil the king was. He kind of reminded me of the felon in the White House. But I'm not going to get political. This is about Christ. Look, I like and watch all the Hallmark and Lifetime Christmas movies, even if the plots are all the same. But if you're looking for something more reflective than the usual light holiday movie, and you're open to a serious faith-centered take on the Nativity, you might want to watch The First Christmas. It keeps Christ in Christmas. I'm Giselle Cooper. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.